It seems like weeks since you looked at me, baby, without that look of distaste. I don't know why your feelings are changing, but I've seen it on your face. And all those times our lips were kissing, our tongues were telling lies, and all those signs that I've been missing were right there in your eyes. So come on, babe, let's kiss this thing goodbye. Let's kiss this thing goodbye. Oh no.
My name is Emma Giunti and I was diagnosed with MS 2 years ago, but I've actually had MS for about 7 years. I had just come back from my honeymoon in Europe and I had a bit of optic neuritis in my eye, and I thought, oh, better go to the GP and get it checked out. And I went to the GP and he said, oh, it could be something wrong with your eye, or worst case scenario, it could be multiple sclerosis. And after the GP appointment, I walked out and I thought, I'm a positive thinker, but I thought, okay, all the signs are pointing to that, and I just knew that that was it.
My name is Mike Hemingway and I've had MS for about 9 years now. My MS has progressed slowly over the years, but it has progressed. I now walk with a stick to aid my balance, and there are various other things that have moved on for me. But fortunately, I am one of the lucky ones that has only progressed fairly slowly.
My name is Niall King and I'm a carer of somebody who's had MS for 30 years. We've been married for 25 years and I've watched it and watched her deteriorate over this time, and it's heartbreaking. It gradually progressed. We had attack and remission. Every time she had an attack, there was progression of small steps at a time. From that time, she has gone downhill fairly quickly.
I lead a relatively a good lifestyle. I have great family support, so I feel that helps my daily life.
The effect MS has on your life, both at home and at work, is that it saps your confidence, and you're not the worker you wanted to be, you're not the husband you wanted to be, you're not the father you wanted to be, because you just can't be that person anymore. You don't have the energy.
I'm Jeremy Wright. I'm the Chief Executive of MS Research Australia, which is the research arm of MS Australia. The progress in research in the last 8 years that I've been here has been amazing. I mean, the research has exploded. We know a huge amount more about the genetics of MS, for instance, and that's only been in the last 4 years. We know much more about how the immune system works and its relationship to MS, as well as the story between vitamin D deficiency and MS, and that's being largely revealed, which is really terrific. The work in stem cell research is still in its infancy in relation to MS, but it has huge promise, and that's leading to much better knowledge about repairing and regenerating MS cells, which is really the holy grail, the cure that the research is leading to.
I'm a physician and a scientist, a professor of medicine at the University of Sydney. I've had an interest in MS research for 35 years. What we knew in 2002 is represented by a mobile phone that I used until quite recently. Compared to what we know now is like a smartphone, and that's an extraordinary difference.
The Trish Foundation is critical to all of us. They've helped me personally just simply because knowing they're there doing the job, funding the research, gives everybody hope that we're moving to a better place. in the near future for people with MS.
In the time that I've been involved with the Trish Foundation, we have made progress. And we've got a little timeline of it all started with two parents making a promise to a girl that they would find a cure for MS. It has given me an opportunity to do something tangible, so they don't necessarily have to go through what Carol's had to go through.
I think Carol's an amazing woman. She's such a sweetheart and she's smiling and she's so friendly, but I can see that there's a will of steel in that woman, and to think that her daughter's gone but she's still fighting for us, it's amazing.
One thing I do want to say is how much the scientific community appreciates donations from individuals and from the community. Not only helps us find our discoveries sooner, it also gives us a feeling that we're appreciated and valued more broadly in the Australian community.
The community spirit in the whole area of MS is terrific, especially for MS research and raising money, and we're doing it for a damn good reason, and we're having an effect. You know, we're going to find the cause, find the cure. It's great to be part of that family.
If we could kiss goodbye to MS, I'd quite willingly kiss a lot of other people. I'll be honest.
To kiss goodbye to MS is the ultimate goal and hope of people with MS, and I know the Trish Foundation as well. It would give us all our lives back, it would give our families their lives back, and ultimately is where we want to end up with all the research dollars.
To me, it will give a joy that is beyond description. I've been working in MS research for 35 years, and I want to be there on the day that we go down to our MS clinic and say, we've found the cure. That's what gets me out of bed in the morning, and I have a vision of that day arriving.
If we can play a very small part in contributing to the solution and finding the cause and the cure, it'll be hugely satisfying and a huge relief.
It would mean the world to me to kiss goodbye to MS, because it would be like a dark cloud just removed that's hanging around my shoulder. To have that worry for my future and my family's future removed, that would be fantastic.
We better kiss this thing goodbye. Kiss this thing goodbye. Kiss this thing goodbye.